How's it going, people, and welcome back to the Jumper Punch. I'm Mars, and this is Brown Paper Trades, where we bring you every rumour, every target, and we unseal all the players linked to Carlton. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Keep up to date with all the Brown Paper Trades and the AFL trade period for Carlton. Also, if you really, really like us and you want to give us a little bit of your speech, or maybe bring it in a bag. Speech is like coins. We used to say that. We say that as Italians, you throw your coins, you spiritually. That's what we're going to be doing to TDK or Tom de Con St Kilda. And maybe Curnow by the end of this trade period. And Jack Silvani. But yeah, if you really, really like us, become a member. You can now become a member on the iOS app within YouTube. Or the YouTube app. So for all those people asking, how do I become a member? I don't know how to do it on a desktop. Well, now you can. YouTube has incorporated it within their app. I mean, it's taken them so long. They're only worth how many trillions, billions. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Carlton helped them. Maybe St Kilda helped them. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and share it. Share this. We'll be here. We'll be covering every single day of the trade period just for Carlton and Carlton only. We have some good news. Did you hear that tone? You like that? Bit of NBA draft season, the ringtone. But Carlton, we finally get a trade done. As I said yesterday, that we'll look to get these trades done. Liam Reidy joins the Carlton Football Club. Good move. Carlton received pick 53 and 71, and what we gave back the other way was picks 50 and 68 to Fremantle. So I think we won out of this trade. We've got a ready-made player, 25-year-old. I mean, he's only played 3 AFL games, but he's played a lot of waffle football over the past 3 years. Tore it up. He's tore it up over there in WA. I think this is a really good move by Nick Austin. Nothing that's going to set the world alight, not that we know of yet. But this could be kind of like a Lloyd Meek type of deal here, type of player. Sets good opposition up for within our ranks. Mark Pittenay has a number 1 ruckman to contend with again. Hudson O'Keefe can learn as well. Doesn't have to play the number 1 as a 20-year-old. So he can let his body develop and he can hone his craft in the twos, and he'll get his opportunity. But yeah, Liam Reidy, it's a handy pickup. I think it's a mature pickup as well from Nick Austin. Saw some comments before that Nick Austin isn't a good list manager, and I think he's done quite well at Carlton so far. But yeah, he's very athletic type, can cover the ground. I mean, that's what we've been asking for. I know with Pittenay, but he's not that type of ruckman, so we've got a different type of ruckman to Pittenay next year, which is really good. I think he'll challenge for the number 1 spot. If not, he'll be there in round 1. We'll see in the off-season, pre-season and the off-season as well. Got good, reliable tap work. I've seen some footage. I'm not going to say I'm an expert here, and I've been scouting him. I've just seen a little bit of footage of him, and yeah, looks to bring something, maybe not a lesser version of TDK, but can bring something else. Kicked a few goals last year. I think he scored in about 5 or 6 games last year. So yeah, good pickup. I'm happy. Well done, Nick Austin. Gets us off and running in the trade period. Now we expect to see the likes of others pick up, like Chesser and Buku Kamas, who we haven't really heard anything of as of today. But yeah, this is I'm happy. I'm happy with this. This is really good. 13 in the rookie draft as well. So yeah, well done to Carlton. And he had a few things to say as well. Already now I gotta comprehend that we're getting new players again. He's been chatting to us for a while. He said that he's been chatting to us since round 21. We chatted, made the call. Been a pleasure to speak to Nick Austin and Vossian. Really look forward to playing for Carlton. So that's always good to hear. I mean, who isn't ready to play for Carlton? Who isn't excited to play for us? He said he's still pinching himself to this day that he gets his opportunity. I'm not here just to be a part of it. I really want to participate and play in the team. So let's see what you got. Let's see what you can give us for the next 10 years. And hopefully you stay injury-free because, everyone that comes to Carlton gets injured. So hopefully he's injury-free. I'm not putting a curse on him early. Hopefully not. But yeah, give it your all, son, and we're happy to have you on board, Liam Reidy. There's expectations as soon as you walk through those doors. So go well, son. Go well, son. Charlie Curnow. Sydney at the moment they hold the key. They do hold the keys. Keane said that Will Hayward wouldn't be part of this trade. I tend to disagree. Mate. He has said, let me get these comments. So Chris Keane, the head of list strategy from the Sydney Swans, said it'd be a difficult as he's contracted to Carlton till 2029. We like the optics there. Swans interest. He confirmed that we do have an interest in bringing Charlie into the footy club. Obviously, who isn't? The whole of the football world would if they don't have a key forward. And if you look at their key forwards, they're all donkeys. McLean, average. Amadi, Logan McDonald, knee, injured. He stressed that it would need to be a pragmatic approach. We'll put forward some options that we think make sense for both parties. It's probably up to Carlton to determine whether it's good enough. Of course, it's up to Carlton. It's not up to you. You got to put up the players. You got to put up the picks. He also said the deal needed to be mutually beneficial. So obviously, again, he's ruling out key players, stating that Will Hayward and James Rowbottom won't be made available as part of any Curnow deal. So as they're contracted and happy in Sydney, well, kind of contradicts what Will Hayward said, that he'd be opposed, or he'd be open to him, but if not opposed, he'd be open or looking, he's happy. So I think Carlton have already put the feelers out there for Will Hayward, which I don't think would be a bad deal in getting him. He's a reliable player, played a lot of football over the years. We know what he can bring. We know what Sydney are losing, but we know what they're getting in return if Charlie does go to Sydney, which already looks like he is gone. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Charlie, and I actually don't know where I sit anymore with this bloke. This year his attitude absolutely stunk. It stunk. It's disappointing to see where it's gone. Got some people saying he's a Judas for leaving us, straight turncoating. Wants out because it's not good. It's not what he thinks he is, what he thinks it is. Contracted until 2029. He put pen to paper. I think it's time that we grew a set of balls as a football club and as fans as well. And if he wants to leave, well, so be it. You leave, and you leave on our terms now. So we'll facilitate your need, Charlie, but we're going to need something in return. So the Will Hayward gets the ball rolling. You want to chuck in Ollie Florent? Chuck in Ollie Florent, Sydney. You want to chuck in a first-round pick? We won't be opposed to that too. And maybe a future first. Maybe that's a bit much. Who knows? But I think it's got to be it's got to be nearly a Godfather type deal. I know you've got to concede a little bit here because he wants to leave, and you got to make the deal work, which I think we will. And not that I know he is, but he's gone. 100% he's gone. He's twerking. He's been twerking for a lot of clubs. There's another party interested, Geelong, but it's going to be hard for them to cough up something that they don't want to lose, and they're always in the conversation for grand finals. And obviously Charlie would love to go down there, I reckon, probably, because he's got all of his a million businesses that he has, listing clothing. He's got his retreat there with his brother. Make sure you pay your bills, Charlie and Ed. Got his Barry's drink, and they all join him down there, and it's kind of like Charlie's Island. A bit like Epstein, but it's Charlie's Island down there. So the number 30, I think, will be attained by someone else next year. So this deal, I reckon, will get done towards the back end of the trade period. This will be a big bomber last couple of days. I reckon it'll be the last day. They'll keep it until, oh, look, Charlie's going. I think I think it's the AFL world's worst kept secret that we know he's going. Sydney just trying to play, I think, hardball in the media, throwing out all the buzz lines. Oh, we're not going to offer up this. We're not going to do that. He's happy there. He's contracted. I think it's all cap. Again, Gengar. But yeah, 100% it's all cap. So yeah, look for this one to get done. I think towards the end of the trade period. Not I think it will. Will Hayward, he'll be part of this deal. Even though they say, or Chris Keane says that it won't be part of this deal, this boy will be part of the deal. I think it'll be a really handy pickup along with good old Ben Ainsworth. Agent Mars sent him a message 70 weeks ago or 69 weeks ago. 69. Dickhead. Mars dickhead. But I want to see this bloke come in as well. He'll be a really good, handy pickup. Him and Hayward would add something different. Another dimension to Carlton, which we don't have up forward. Motlop, Ainsworth, Hayward. It'd be a real dynamic forward line along with, Zach Williams you can throw in there. You got your likes of Will White, Only Motlop. Shout out to Only Carlton who started his own YouTube channel. So if you haven't gone across to subscribe to him yet, make sure after this video you go and subscribe to Only Carlton. But yeah, I think it'll be a dynamic forward line. He can add you 20 goals a year. Ainsworth could play through the midfield as well if you need to. High half forward. So it's something that we really lack. And a high half forward that can score goals. I mean, we've got Fogarty, but I think you got to look for these types of players to be pushed out now. We've got all we can out of those type of players. Or it might set the world alight for Fogarty and go put a real rocket up his ass. So, I want to see this happen. And I want it to be done, let's say, by the end of the week. So, get it done, Nick. You know what to do. Ben Ainsworth, love to see you in the Carlton Football Club colours. And I'll be waiting for you at Tullamarine Airport. I'll buy you a ticket from there. I'll chauffeur you to the ground. If you need a nice Italian feed, mate, come. I'll set you up for a week or two. We haven't heard anything on the Campbell Chester front yet. I think that deal will get done either, I wouldn't say tomorrow, maybe Thursday, something around then. And then also nothing on Zach Butters today. I think it was Kane or Sam. No, it wasn't. No, I was hearing some other things from other people, but we'll leave that for another day. Elijah, pretty much the same. I mean, papers are signed. We won't harp on too much about him, but yeah. But there was a big bomber. A big bomber. Now, this one is a bit of rage bait, and I don't care because I can't stand this mob. But Nick Daicos. When I heard this, I'm like, yeah, what a lot of crap. Who isn't approaching? But there was a bit of a bomber or a bombshell. Multiple clubs have reached out directly to Nick Daicos and his management over the past week to gauge his interest in a potential move. Now, we all know Nick. Or do we all know Nick? He was a lifelong Carlton Football Club fan. He did go for the Blues. Who was his idol? Chris Judd. I think we get him across and we get him in the number 5. How much would you throw at this man? Like, genuinely, if Wanganeen Malera, or as I call him, Wanganeen Malaria, he's worth $2 million for the next, or $4 million, $2 million over, yeah, so $4 million over 2 years. If he's worth that much, how much is Nick Daicos worth? I always say he's worth at least $4.5 million a year. But if he's worth 2, are you giving him 2 if he came to Carlton? Would you break the bank? Wait, you need a forward. We've got what you need. We need a midfielder, Collingwood. Here's Charlie. Here's Nick. Throw a few picks in here and there. Might throw in a Suvlaki. Might throw in a Centrelink payment. A food coupon. Get yourself down to Liquorland. Hey, we got ourselves a deal. But yeah, obviously, Nick hasn't come out and said anything, obviously. And he'll probably come out and say, no, there's nothing, blah, blah, blah. It's just clubs coming. But who isn't throwing the question? We know that the Tassie Devils have got their, I think they've got like a $5 million. There's a financial incentive. The Devils, yeah, they have a special fund that includes a $5 million signing bonus. Just, mate, you're not getting Nick though. Nick's coming to Carlton. No, but that is rage bait. But yeah, nothing behind that. But I thought I'd just bring it up and rage bait a few Collingwood supporters. If you're watching, suck eggs. Oh, not really, because we've sucked eggs I've sucked eggs for 30 years, and you've seen a flag, and he's got a flag, this man. But yeah, that's all today on the brown paper trades. Liam Reidy joins the Blue Baggers. Get a couple of picks across. I'm sure those picks will be used to get us up in the draft order to get some points, maybe for next year for Cody Walker, Harry Dean, Jack Eisen. So yeah, look for more picks to be flying across the table as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the end of this trade period, because you know there's going to be a few bombers here. Oh yeah, Bailey Humphries as well. Nothing on that. Nothing on that front right now, but just keep your eye out. I know people have said, oh, he's not coming, but just keep your eye out. Keep your eye out. I think there'll be a 3 to 5 team trade between Petrarca, Melbourne, Carlton, Sydney, the likes of those teams, to get a deal done. So yeah, if you haven't hit subscribe, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also check out our shows. Tonight is Unfiltered at 9 p.m. with Rocco and Andy. Tomorrow is Glory Hunters, where we review match day 7 of the Premier League. They're all the big 6 teams there: Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool. Tight shit. And yeah, hit the like, share it. I know I ask a million times, but trust me, it helps. It helps. And you know, if you want to see somebody on this as well, I'll get some people on this as well. And also there's going to be Brown Paper Trades, the live edition on the weekend. So we'll do a live edition of this as well. So if you want to be included in that, let me know. I'll send a link, or I'll put the link out on our Insta story. And yeah, go Blues.